Hey Kiara, Invisible Girl, how's it going? Thanks for giving Invisible a shout out, Kiara. Could someone give Kiara a shout out? Hey Terrace. Invisible, did I see your tweet earlier about Kiara? I'm not sure I did. You'll send it to me, eh? Oh, hey Goggles. Why Goggles, how did you know I was live? Okay, Invisible Girl has sent me a tweet with shocking news. Kiara was a lamp all along. This would actually explain why she's so popular with moths. Oh, sorry, I smudged my notes. Goths. She's popular with goths. Anyways, I'll just finish getting these links done on Discord. Try to resist the temptation to just stop the stream and read the new D&D sourcebooks, which I now have a copy of. / humblebrag. Kiara. The goth moths are the bee's knees. Iconic. Fun bit of trivia. The bee's knees and the cat's pyjamas are both surviving phrases from a trend of just coming up with non sequiturs involving animals. I'm allowed to humble brag as a treat. Yes, I am. If anything, I should brag more. But you know, I don't want to overplay it, you know? Goggles, he dares me to say nice things about myself. They do they? Well, I've got information for you, buddy, because I am amazing. So there. Now, everyone in chat, while I finish doing my links, say nice things about yourselves. What have I done? Alright, yeah. Come on, I want to see some self-positivity in there. Well, that's all the links. Goggles, have pity on your brain. You've had a stressful week. Yep, that's fair. Anyways, just going to share the tweet Invisible Girl link to me in the chat. Check the camera's working. Yep, camera's working. Hey all. So today I'm basically wearing... Yep, lamp. Today I'm basically sort of half wearing my grounded look to save a bit of time. It's also very useful if you need to work out where my eyes are. They're there, marked in orange. Exactly. Casual grounded. As opposed to professional grounded. I think I need to get my roots bleached again. Oh, anyway, yep, that appears to be working, so... Preview off so I don't have to see my own picture. Kiara, you'll ground yourself. Oh, that's good. Keep yourself grounded if you're working on electrical equipment. Yep. Book. With charge cable. Hey, Maxting. And yep, it is a very nice picture. Oh, and hey, also Nettie. Yes, Goggles, I am charging my book. Oh, thanks for giving Nettie and Maxting a shout out, Kiara. Ooh, Lockborn Samurai, how's it going? Thanks for the bits. That's 20 bits. Always appreciated. How are you doing on this fine day? We're just Phoenix Simpson right. Before my D&D stream later. Lockborn, you're just popping in to say hi? Yep. Howdy doody. You haven't slept yet? Oof, word. I think I've had like maybe 4 hours of sleep last night. I did a dumb thing and ended up staying up till 1 when I had to be up at 5. Goggles, no title, no game, no stream sounds like a podcast title. Kinda does. Oh, hey, Jan. And yep, hope you can catch some sleep soon, Lockbourne. Yep, sleep eludes me, Kiara. Maxting, now that it's mentioned, you should sleep as well. Yep. If anyone is watching this when they should be sleeping, please get some sleep. Like, I'm cute. I can get views when I need to. Lockbourne, I can call you Lockie. Okay, Lockie. Kiara, you edited a video, you're not going to sleep. Maxting, you're going to get some sleep. Excellent. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and thanks for dropping by. Anyways, if I recall correctly, I finished interrogating Iris, not to be confused with Iris who exists in real life, and will of course be I'll be playing D&D with later. Who it turns out is the twin sister of Phoenix's evil ex, who I guess Edgeworth will have to fight. Goggles, Iris game, not Iris Spring. Exactly. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Iris Spring did actually have an evil twin somewhere. Or if, like, she was the evil twin, but not, you know, that evil. Yes, maybe I'm still salty about that natural 20. Oh, thanks for giving her a shout out, Goggles. Lockie, you're about to go to sleep yourself, so have an amazing stream. Oh, thanks for dropping by, and thanks so much for the bits. And it's fine. I appreciate every second of viewing time because I'm a shameless attention whore. But seriously, have a good sleep, Lockie. Oh, so are you, Lockie? Oh, that explains why your VTuber avatar's so cool. Well, rest well anyway. Right, if I recall correctly... Oops, wrong place. The dialogue sort of implied I need to go and interrogate Pearl next, so... Oh wait, yep, she was with Larry. Iris, you think the judge done it? Oh, speak of the devil. No wait, I'm the devil. This is just Iris. How's it going, Iris? Oh, can we of course get a shout out for her before she streams now? Oh yeah, Goggles did just shout. Ugh. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I can't remember anything that happened more than 10 seconds ago. Oh, thanks for giving her another shout out, Goggles. Anywho, I'm losing my mind. I don't think I can remember anything I said more than 10 seconds ago. Welcome to your world, Kiara. That's fair. Wait, you're welcoming me to Canada? Have I been teleported to Canada? Am I going to get hunted by a mountie for sport? Goggles, more than how long ago? What? Wait, what? How long when ago? Kiara, sure, welcome to Canada. Mounties don't hunt for sport anymore. Ominous. Well, anyways, February the 9th, Heavenly Hall. Look at that. They really did make a fire, right in front of the shack. The old, dilapidated wooden shack, Phoenix. Oh, they hunt for fun. Wait, isn't that what hunting for sport is? Goggles, that moment where we're either contributing the bit or we generally can't remember. Exactly. What bit? Oh, Mr. Nick. You're too late, Nick. I just realised in my Breath of Fire 2 playthrough, I subconsciously gave Bo Larry Butts' voice. Kiara, hunting for fun means do not shoot to kill. Oh, of course, just shoot to maim permanently. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them off. I think I pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Oh god, is it going to turn out Pearl channeled the dead evil twin? Goggles, send potato. Actually reminds me, I've got some sweet potatoes in the cupboard I should probably cook. Oh, Kiara's eaten them all. Those wily Canadians, they always get the potato. Strange, you Canadians don't even like potatoes. Everyone likes potatoes. They are the perfect food. I mean, okay, they lack the exquisite texture of bread, but you can do... They become so crunchy when you fry them. So crunchy. Anywho, the night of the crime. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donim's room, reading a book together, correct? Iris, counter-argument, poutine. A traditional Canadian dish which is, of course, consisting primarily of potato. Kiara, bread is better, poutine sucks, you're sorry. Well, there's the thing. Here in the, up north of England, or rather the Midlands, not that anyone in London cares, chips and gravy is very much a thing. Goggles, counterpoint, combined potatoes and bread, especially chip butties. Now this guy gets it. Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end. You didn't go? No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. So Pearls never went to Miss Donim's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls? Goggles, you haven't had a chip butty in ages? Well, no time like the present. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, what, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? Kiara telling Goggles to make their dreams come true. Goggles tempting, but all the bread in the house is frozen. So this poses a problem. Yeah, I can relate to that, bread. Although it's really my own fault for wearing a tank top. If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. Take that! It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course. The special course is, of course, a meal consisting entirely of chip butties. I signed up for your special course. Wait. I signed up for your special course? Well, my. What very brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Sister Bikini scared you of what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple. Yeah, her audio level's okay, by the way. Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started, but there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. Until after 10? How do you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ring for lights out. Goggles, audio's good. Excellent. She heard the lights out bell? The Hazakura Temple bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That'd be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing the bell? Huh? Oh, why? I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about the bell was because of this. Okay. Bell. Okay, this has to be it. You were given some instructions to follow that for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognise these pieces of paper. Where did you? In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me? No. As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. Does Phoenix expect a small child to know what the word legible means? As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Okay, I was joking earlier, but yep, it looks like Pearl was indeed channeling the villain's spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was Gordon Freeman. I mean, like, there's only 2 dead people in the entire witness log, and one of them's the victim, so... It was Delia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I'd never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions. I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. And also killed like a load of people. Oh, someone started a poll. If something smells, it's probably smelly, what the Rock is cooking, time to do laundry, or Hyrulean currency. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Frost Sugar Rush! Nice to see you. Can we get a shout out for Frost? And, yep, I'm doing good. Hey Nolas, I assume it was you who was responsible for the poll? And Hyrulean... Okay, so, bit of backstory. Yesterday in Goggles' chat, I was kinda stressed out from work, very tired, and I may have made a very strange pun about kangaroos being very rich in Hyrule because the currency is rupee. This may or may not have started a vendetta between me and Talia. Frost, you finally caught my stream before you head to bed, so you thought you'd drop by to say hi. Excellent. Goggles, that joke was terrible. Yeah, brilliant, wasn't it? Up, nice to see you. I usually stream a bit earlier on Fridays because I've got D&D later. Hence the, Goggles, you love all my puns though. Ah. Yep, what Kiara says. I hope you're doing well today. So, here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? It would have to be her mum. No less, it's a cursed pun, but it works. Exactly. Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea of what these instructions meant, did you? Ba-dump. But you follow them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why. How did you... This conversation, in which Phoenix outsmarts a child. It's Dialtown all over again. Kiara's just finished editing her video. Going to write some more. Excellent. I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Oh no, she's crying. No, Liz, that's not how you do a rim shot, Pearls. You forgot the symbol. Snare. The snare's a type of drum. The cymbal... Well, actually, there's a cymbal and a hi-hat. The hi-hat is controlled by a pedal, whereas the cymbal is to the right. It's been a while since I did the drums, but you've got like 4 sort of just drums at the front. Sort of to the left you've got the snare drum. Next to the snare drum you've got the hi-hat, which is sort of like a cymbal controlled by pedals. Next to your right foot you've got obviously got the bass drum controlled by another pedal, and then you've got the cymbal just a bit further to the right. Should really consider getting back into drumming, because I enjoyed it. I just didn't really have much of a chance to learn it. Alright, Pearls. It's time you started telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, Me when I admit I've been fudging my dice rolls. Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. Huh? If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof. What? Because I don't think you have any. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you. I knew it. However, I do know that whoever did it was a child. Huh? How do you know that? It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. A simple mistake? What do you mean by that? I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given, but you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. Oh, gravely roast. She thought the instructions said to cover the master in gravy. I can't believe the game just made a pun the solution to this puzzle. Yes, Nolus. For some reason it very specifically said that this picture was covered in gravy. Not paint, gravy. Gravy.
Take that!
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it? What a sentence. What? Why would I do something like that? Do you remember what was written on in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among others, right? How do you know that? Remember the conversation you had with Mr. Nim on the night of the murder? Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. I guess this is what happens when your evil plan involves expecting a small child to follow written instructions. Very few adults can't do that. Goggles, Pearl Harding involvement in accidentally wrecking shrine artifacts again. Well, to be fair, I think this was deliberate. Also, you know, she's hiding her involvement in a murder, so that's kind of a thing. I mean, I guess her smashing the vase was sort of like murdering the spirit that was hiding inside it, allegedly, but only if you sort of squint a bit. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Yep, poor Rami. See you in a bit, Nolus. Wait. Pseudonym saw the letter. So she knew that Pearl was going to try and channel, like, her evil niece. Who the heck lets their daughter channel an evil niece? Sure, Mr. Nim taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounded like gravy to me. And the only roast I could think of was the food. And that's why you did it. Kibi! Thanks for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Kibi? Pixel. Hey Pixel. Morgan's parents. Yeah, Pixel doesn't stream, but he is in my D&D group, DM'd of course by Nick. So he'll be over on Nick's YouTube channel in like an hour and 3/4. Playing the fancy new Owlin race. Yep, thanks for the link to that, Nolus. Hey Evermore, how's it going? That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a tiny bit. But anyway, let's talk about how you channeled the spirit of my evil ex. Evermore, not a discussion for a stream, so you'll just say you're fine. That's fair. Pixel, the newfangled concept of birds that fly quietly. Hey, I'll have you know the D&D group has had a bird that flies very noisily. And by fly, I mean fall. And by birds, I mean sort of in the same way that Carrot Iron Founderson's a dwarf. I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right. Like, again, she expected a small child to follow written instructions. Pixel, Mars Edgeworth loves Phoenix Wright, but to be with him, he'll have to defeat his evil 7Xs. Exactly. I wonder if anyone's done that parody poster at all. Because I know Phoenix has had a few X's. After dinner, that night I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy. The gravy? I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Crane, like it said in the letter. I see. And then? Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. Pixel, someone's done a heavy rain version of the Scott Pilgrim game opening that had way too much effort. Amazing. Evermore, you're generally impressed by Phoenix Wright games. There is a lot more going on in the games than you initially gave it credit for. Yeah, for a lot of people actually get surprised when they realise the supernatural was a heavy element in it. Also, like it's turned out, this Phoenix's ex-girlfriend is actually the cousin of his assistant, and who is herself the younger sister of his mentor, who was murdered in the first game. And not only that, but said cousin actually has an identical twin. And both of them are, of course, the older sisters of Pearl here, whose mother, it turns out, is actually the big bad of this entire series. Evermore, isn't she connected to the beads on her neck? I'm not sure the beads have ever come up, aside from being Maya's costume. Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow, so I went to the inner temple guest area. The guest area? Yes, thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why don't you just go to the training hall? Evermore, you must be thinking of the anime. Oh yeah, that's possible. I still need to watch that. Because Mystic Mare's main training had already started, and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then Pearls, did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. Evermore, it's good, and Goggles can second that good. Okay, I'll track it down somewhere. Legal. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple. Wonder if it's on Crunchyroll. Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Evermore, Crunchyroll still has it. Oh, excellent. Goggles, it made the circus case far better. You mean they just skipped over the arc entirely? Dusky Bridge wasn't there, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. Huh? I threw the letter in the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and let off some steam by checking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. Wait. And let off some steam by checking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. Pixel. Like how we left Aya behind because she overslept. Exactly. Goggles. Oh, they eliminated the entire Weird Regina subplot, aka two adult men in a love triangle with a teenage girl. Evermore, my dude, that's not gravy. Evermore. Are you making a poop joke on my nice clean chat? Perfectly valid. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like, Nick. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. So you don't channel Starlia Hawthorne spirit? No. I tried, but I couldn't do it. You couldn't do it? I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and tried, and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. Wait. If it's not working... does that mean someone else was already channeling her? Goggles. Oh no, is this another body swap? If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh. Just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Kibi, it's a bit late after the parodies mention, but you saw a picture of Kirby characters as the characters from this series and they fit pretty well. Goggles. ID swap. Nolus. This spirit is busy. Please try again later. Or I guess you could say that Dahlia Hawthorne ghosted her. Just washing that one out of my mouth. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes. I don't know what to do. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though. Could you please tell me what it is anyway? See you in a bit, Evermore. It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Boom. Called it. Someone else? What do you mean? Okay, so does that mean, Mia was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne? And the cave's actually empty? Well, there's only one of each spirit, right? Do not make an NFT joke. Do not make an NFT joke. Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Side note, Larry would absolutely be into NFTs. Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. Good use of a quote, Nihilus. Samus, I did not authorize you to screen print the monkey. Her final wish? Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter? I definitely need to find out more about it. Okay, yeah, it's gone. The music's disappeared for a second, so. That's right, all rise of the Bisected Brioche stream national anthem, TASMR. TASMR emoji, now correctly attributed to Nolus. Nihilus, you were going to try and make a joke about the duplication glitch in Pokemon Gen 2. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It was also the de facto Masingo glitch, because you could, if you had an item on the Pokemon, you could use it to clone that as well. My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary. Yeah, I know, Pearls. I was the one who got her arrested, remember? I sure proved her guilty in court. I visit her every month. And last month, she told me. Pixel, to be fair, she got herself arrested. True. The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. Oh, they let her keep her tea in the detention centre. Pixel, the detention centre guy, does morning work at the penitentiary. Apparently. Or, you know, he's a cop, they all just look the same. My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much. Yeah. Yep, mums will do anything for their kids, right? She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Mare's part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too. Ah, jeez. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick? I guess so. Yeah. There was a picture with her letter too. A picture? Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit. But this time... Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. There was something strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before. Oh wow, Mare must have found the letter and... Because I think Mare's the only one who could have channeled anyone. Actually, no, I suppose... No, because the nun actually reported speaking to Iris, who was actually Dahlia pretending to be Iris, so... Side note, how'd they get... Why didn't she question why Iris suddenly had red hair? That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already. Burnt letter updated in the court record. Burnt letter. Orders from Morgan Fay. Opened once before. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out. You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Mare will be alright. Look at that innocent smile on her face. Yeah, I do need to reiterate that her mum, Morgan Fay, basically tried to frame Mare for murder. And also killed a man to do it. What am I supposed to say to her? Huh? Oh, it's this guy. Finally figured it out. Have you tried? You finally realised how terrible of a crime being painfully obvious is. Oblivious is. Goddo? Pixel, very hard to frame someone for murder if no one's died. That's not true. Just frame someone for the murder of someone who didn't exist or who's just gone on holiday. Job done. I mean, like, you could fake your own death and frame someone for your murder. Like in, what was that film called? Double Jeopardy. Which doesn't actually really... Because, yeah, obviously the Double Jeopardy law doesn't work that way. If someone faked their death and you're arrested for their murder, you can still be tried for actually murdering them because they're just separate crimes that happen to involve the same victim. Goggles, you're waiting for Goddo to turn up because it's been a while. Oh, I see what you did there. Goddo. Scarier than a ghost. He's a redditor. Yeah, Goggles, you had to. And I honestly respect that. The entrance to the secret cavern looks like a frickin' puzzle workshop. You'll have to solve an entire key sanity randomizer to get in there. I guess he's talking about Iris and the log-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because I just posted about it on our mystical locks. And they say, lockpicking lawyer got through this in like 10 minutes. Up your game, Phoenix. Why do you say that? Because Mayor Faye isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Trides. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Faye. Two sisters, caught up in the worst circumstances. I realise that, but... And you were the only one who was by their sides. You're the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. Huh. Why did you just say Trides? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. That's why I never miss my favourite podcasts. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all. Mr. Nick? Is that what that man just said true? It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure May's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. Wow, I hope May's not dead or Pearl's faith in Phoenix is going to be crushed. Pixel, when exactly was it Phoenix's job to protect Mia, his employer in her office, while he was at home? Well, you see, Pixel, Goddo is kind of a jerk. And he's projecting. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl. This lady reminds me of my grandma and is scaring me. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come, for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now finally... Pixel, he can project. Movie nights must be fun. Pixel. I'm so full of regret Nick doesn't let us give each other inspiration anymore. No less. They would be if he was willing to watch anything other than Fight Club. Like, he just identifies with Tyler Durden so much. Now finally, after all this time, the Master's seat is yours. My last great wish? It seems I was just in time. Wait, so is she dead? To be continued. Okay, it's only 6:10, so we'll keep going a bit longer into this chapter. Pixel. Goddo to Alan Moore. Dude, I am Rorschach. February the 10th, 9:39 AM. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1. We are number 1. Hey. Good morning. Oh, are you by yourself? Kibi, February the 10th, 3 days too late. Morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Mare? I'm sorry, we don't know yet. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple. I see. So is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall? No. She's the defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. Goggles. Court would be even more exciting if a troupe of Robbie Rottens turned up to do musical numbers. Yeah, I think that's what my defence would be if I was ever on trial for murder. Just do a musical number. I mean, it'll be a villain song, so it'll probably get me convicted, but worth it. She is required to be here in court. Exactly. Go out in style. Kibi, you've actually heard a mashup of We Are Number 1 and one of the court themes. Oh, nice. Pixel, We Are Number 1, Brass Cannons cover. The Brass Cannons being a in-universe group of bards in our D&D campaign. Who befriended my tiefling rogue after she beat them in a drinking contest. As one does. Then how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby? I have to admit, it's kind of strange. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Oh, if you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Edgeworth? What's Iris doing over there? She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak. Today's testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. No less. Ed, Edge, and Edgy. Goggles, it's Husbando Worth. Heck yeah. Look at those bangs. That is what I assume people who are attracted to men look for in a man. Seriously, he could stab someone in your honour with those. Kibi, he's got the Sephiroth bangs. I mean, yeah, he has. You're right. One-winged Edgel. Goggles, sometimes you look at him and this is courtroom Sephiroth. Thanks for the quote, no less. Quarter off. Quarter off. Yeah, I can't do Latin chanting. I mean, first step would be to learn better Latin. Anyways, Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what? The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession, or so I heard. Wait, if she's going to confess, why not just plead guilty? Also, why doesn't her defense attorney know this? Phoenix should already know this. Franziska von Karma, what are you up to? I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? Then who is? Who else would it be but Goddo? The man you were waiting for. Kibi, it makes sense. Phoenix and Cloud have very similar amount of sparks in their hair. Well then. Yeah, that's true, Goggles. Phoenix is flying by the seat of his pants. Pixel, he waited on revealing that name. True. Wait. Oh. How does the chat keep getting me with that today? Goddo? I just imagined, like a fake Edgeworth who's actually Goddo doing like a Metroid Dread. It's okay to do Dread spoilers now, isn't it? Style, doubtless, this is Goddo's doing. Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern. The Sacred Cavern? You don't mean that she's... Exactly. She has been out there all night, trying to remove those trick locks. Wait. Would that make Franziska von Karma a lock-picking lawyer? See you in a bit, Nerlus. With the head nun's assistance, naturally. We estimate that the last of the lock should be taken care of in about 3 hours. I hope everything continues to go smoothly, and we receive some good news soon. Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth. Prosecutor Goddo intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow. Which, to be fair, there won't be, because for some reason it's well established that trials have to last 3 days and no longer. You don't have to tell me that. Touché. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. Although I was kind of into that. It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you've passed your cold on to someone else. Literally. And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner. It's canon now. Thanks. I still don't have answers to most of the riddles plaguing this case. The circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise don't No, I mean Miss Misty Faye. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. To be fair, that can be explained by Larry being a complete and utter fool. And what that woman is really after. I'll solve all of them and bring this whole tragedy to an end. And then we'll go out for cake. February the 10th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 7. And I think we'll leave it there because it's like 6:21. just wait for it to allow me to save.
What is now?
Okay. There we go. So, yep, I'll just find someone to raid. So, yep, thanks everyone for dropping by. Oh, you can see my grounded wig just here. Yeah, sorry Kiara, I usually only stream for like an hour and a half or an hour and 20 minutes before D&D. Yep, that's right, Nerlis. The judge doesn't get any dialogue this time. Anyways, obviously at 7:30, which is, well, it's nearly past, so it's just going to be an hour from now. I'll be playing D&D over on Nick's YouTube channel. Beat it, Nerlis. So yep, drop by there if you want to see me dressed as a tiefling. Or am I always dressed as a... or am I just dressed as a human now? And aside from that, obviously I'll be back on Monday with more Breath of Fire 2 with my low-key Cap cosplay. And yes, Iris, I'm ready to do a D&D. I just need to equip my horns. Perma-tiefling, exactly, goals. But yep, just while Firefox is loading Twitch. So obviously I've got my wig here. What I'm going to do is, if I just try and bring this a bit lower down. This is the Coscraft Milkmaid in light blonde. And it's just going to sort of, basically I'm going to start colouring the roots a darker purple and just keep going from there until it looks the way I want it. And I think I'm also probably going to make some new horns because obviously anyone who's seen Pixel's art of my character would know that her horns are actually much closer curved to her skull compared to the current horns I have. So I just want to correct that, since I'll have some bangs to hide the base of them. But anyway, Twitch seems to have loaded, so who have we got? We've got Between Two Gays streaming Ooblet, B-Boy Gage streaming Vampire Survivors, quite a few people actually. If anyone wants to suggest someone to raid, feel free to suggest. I'll just give that a few minutes, and otherwise I think I'll probably raid Between Two Gays because I haven't raided them in a while. Oh, welcome back, Invisible. Just in time for the raid. Pixel, you could just much less expensively and much more easily adjust the art to match the wonderful horns I've already made. Well, to be honest, I kind of want to make new horns anyway, just because it'll fit the you know, wig a bit better, and I kind of want to just have some pair of horns I can wear under the wig. Well, wear with a band that attaches under the wig instead of having to glue them to my forehead all the time, which, to be fair, is fun, but kind of a nuisance. Oh, glad you enjoyed the stream, Jan. Well, anyway, since no one has any suggestions on who to raid, we'll just go bother between two gays who are playing Ooblets. Oh, Kiara, Trans Dolphin, and Invisible Girl is suggesting Wreck-It Raven. Kiara agrees that I should raid Wreck-It Raven. Okay. The name rings a bell. Hopefully I got the name right there. Okay, so we're going to raid Wreck-It Raven. Hope to see you all for D&D in about an hour, but if not, that's fine. And I also hope to see you on Monday for Breath of Fire 2. Whatever you happen to be viewing, have a lovely weekend. Keep an eye on my Twitter for any cosplay related news. And we're raiding in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe. There we go.